Hey, welcome back to another video, and today we've got just a quick presentation that I put together for you guys. I was driving in my car and I just thought, as I was hearing, the election talks, and no matter who wins, it doesn't matter. We always hear the same things. We always hear about the wealth gap, and I want to talk about the wealth gap and what I see, because I don't see a wealth gap. Now, obviously there is a historical basis for the wealth gap, right? You can't control where you start, but you can control what you do after. Now, what I'm gonna say here, I hope you guys like this, because this is something that I started running the numbers in my head and I was like, hey, is this really an issue? Is it really an issue when you really run the numbers that I'm gonna run by you guys right now? So hit the thumbs up button if you guys enjoy this. So check out these numbers. The median household income, which, by the way, household income means the amount of income made within a house. So if you have 3 people making income in a house, then your household income is all 3 of those incomes. So anyways, just quick fact there. Household income for Black and African American is $41,511. If you saved 15% of that, you would have $6.15 million by the time of your death. If you saved 20% of it, you would have $8.235 million by the end of your life. So what does that tell me? What that tells me is, number 1, there is a historical basis for the wealth gap. Yes, we acknowledge that. Number 2, we do not need government intervention to solve the wealth gap, because it's not necessarily a problem of inherent ability, and it's not necessarily a problem that is created by some system. It's a problem that is created by behaviors. And number 3, not everybody in one group that has a certain amount of melanin in their skin is going to choose the same behaviors. So if you actually make things equal in the sense of making things fair, you don't necessarily make things equal in the sense of making the amount of wealth fair. So to make the amount of wealth fair and to make things fair as far as who has access to it, it's not the same thing. These things are mutually exclusive. So what I wanted to show with you guys basically is that if we wanted to close the wealth gap and even exceed the wealth of other races, if Black people wanted to be the wealthiest race on the planet, that could happen in one generation if every Black person saved 15% to 20% of their income from the time they're 18 all the way through their life. So what that tells me is that it's a difference in behavior. And a lot of people out there are probably thinking like, hey, Casey, how would you save that much of your money? Get a roommate. Live with some people, can combine your household incomes, right? Get the household income up, work more hours, increase your skills. And in this example, I just want to point out that I assume that you didn't get a raise throughout your entire life. No inflation, wages didn't go up, and you still, Black people, become the wealthiest race on the planet. So I just wanted to share this with you guys, because a lot of times we are casted as this permanent underclass, or a lot of times it's pitched to us in a way that gets our pride involved, right? Gets our pride involved because we think, oh, well, if we're the same, as far as ability, then we should be the same as far as wealth. Well, here's the issue. If you're the same as far as ability and you're not the same as far as behavior, you will not be the same as far as wealth. At the end of the day, we as Black people, if we want to close the wealth gap, we're going to have to learn to love the stock market. We are going to have to learn to love real estate and tax breaks. The only alternative is being coerced to have the wealth gap close, and nobody really wants that outcome. Nobody wants that 1984 type of environment. But the thing is, we aren't pitched that message. The message that we are pitched is this.
Should charge people the same tax for their capital gains as their tax rate is. I think we should raise the tax rate back to, for example, I take it back to where it was before it was reduced. It could go higher.
The message that we are pitched is that the best opportunity that Black people have in this country is to eat the crumbs from capital gains. That is the best opportunity to close the wealth gap. And that logic just does not hold up. The best opportunity that Black people have to close the wealth gap, it's like if you said the best opportunity for a drug addict to get off drugs was to give them more drugs, right? So it just doesn't really make sense. It doesn't hold up. So check it out. At the end of the day, when it comes down to it, when you're taking an average, that is exactly what you get. You get a bunch of people that are sitting around the house trying to be average. You get a bunch of people It doesn't matter. Everybody counts as a part of the average. As long as they have the right skin tone, they count as a part of the average. The person who was in that World Star video, they count as a part of the average. The person with 6 kids and all of them have Jordans, they count as a part of the wealth average. Anyone who's trying to sit around and be average, trust me, you are going to have a rough go. So we should just be focusing on trying not to be average, trying to be extraordinary, trying to not impress others, but try to impress ourselves. Quick story. I posted this on my story and a couple of you guys tried to drag me for it. I was buying some Walmart pants, and I'll tell you what, you guys want me to wear some better pants? You guys come to my house, you guys pay this mortgage, and I'll buy whatever pants you want me to. But until then, I'm going to be wearing these Walmart pants. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and good luck to all your candidates out there, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure you guys join the Facebook if you haven't already. We like to talk stocks, wealth, just all kinds of money topics in there, and I'll see you guys later.